We continue our development of the punches in week 5, and the first weapon of study in this week's class is the Pencer slap. The Pencer slap is a crazy yet very effective strike in the street, and in KFM is known as the Joker's hand. We have named this strike as so due to its ironic and unpredictable abilities in the fight. The Joker is famous for never being quite what you think, and the Pencer slap is exactly the same. It functions in all ranges and many times has a twisted and sinister effect, one that you would never suspect. With the Pencer upper, we have massive body mechanics kicking in, and the legs act like suspension units on a car, which also helps to develop ballistic and explosive movement. The Pencer upper completes our 6 angles of attack with the hand strikes, which means we are now ready to develop these 6 angles, and then start to study how we connect them with other weapons of the body that we will be studying in the not too distant future. By working all the 6 punches in continuous motion, we start to connect all the angles of attack. We have talked about the body mechanics quite a lot in the previous classes, but we will now feel that without fluid body movement, it's almost impossible to transit from one strike to the next. We must also take care to move the feet correctly and in time with the body. This helps us to find the power we need in the strike and also helps to protect the knees from unnecessary problems. Pensa Codo Direct is the first of the elbow strikes that we develop in the Urban X programme. And as you can see, unlike with a traditional elbow, we don't take the hands away from our head while striking, because this leaves the face a little exposed, which in short range is not our best option, especially if we are in a multi-opponent situation. The elbows, as we all know, are an amazing weapon and create massive damage in a short range with not too much effort. Our job now is to train and find the connection between the punches, the pensador and the direct elbows. When we start to connect the punch with the pensador and the elbows, we need to have some kind of understanding of what we're trying to achieve. If not, it's just a simple drill, and we don't catch the true potential of the work, which kind of defeats the object really. So, what do we all think this particular work is teaching us? Well, as we all know, fighting is an emotionally charged chain reaction of thought processes. And if we can learn how to instigate and provoke a reaction in the opponent, then maybe we can drive a potentially bad situation a little more in our favour. We need to play in our mind with the concepts of instigation and provocation whilst developing this work. If we can really plug into this kind of mentality, then we will start to find and develop things in our training that most will never find at all. By developing our ability to connect the different strikes, we will start to unveil the hidden potentials of the pensador. We will start to feel how the elbow is a natural yet totally radical expression of the pensador, and also make us realise that there is still so much to discover about the basic weapons of the human and how we can further develop our abilities of them. We all need to believe that we can find more, and we will. A conditioned mind is our own worst enemy, because we only know what we know, and we all think that we know everything, especially when it comes to fighting. We all like to think that we've seen everything there is to see, but if we carry this thought process in our mind, it will stop us from learning so many new things that may be right in front of us. If we are prepared to stop, look and listen, then we will be amazed how many new things we will discover on our journey of investigation. And if we really do have a genuine thirst for learning, then this will definitely fuel our passion to investigate and discover. Focus training is where we can get to express a little more energy and power, and if we have a good training partner, then he will help us by constantly provoking and pressure testing our technical ability. Hopefully, if you've arrived at Class 5 and are watching this class, we should be starting to get a bit more feel for the pensador. And also we should be starting to believe in us a little bit more, which will open the door to a whole new dimension as far as learning is concerned. You look how simple a direct elbow is really. We found this simple yet radical expression as a pure consequence of experience, after which we took it back to the training ground, which is known as the laboratory in KFM, and this is where we perform experiments with new or developing findings. Instigation is another key area of emotional development within the KFM. We are able to instigate incredible reactions in people with only a simple look. Remember class 1, where does the instinct start? In the observation. Well, this is just an expanse on that inbuilt animalistic instinct. We have found that the continuous study of the human as the ultimate predator, together with all its strengths and weaknesses, is a fascinating one, and will probably never stop teaching us new things about ourselves and how we are constantly evolving. Even if we can't see it, we are. We carry many analogies in the KFM, and the Pensacola Direct expresses one of them, the chameleon. Look how we can play with and create an illusion as far as the concept of defence is concerned. Just like the chameleon who can change what you think you can see. The Pensacola is no different, because it's an amazing weapon that is totally there, yet nobody can see it. As with all the classes so far, we conclude with a two-man predator drill, and for a very good reason, as I'm sure you know by now. These drills are the foundation of our instinct. They teach us to absorb action-reaction from the beginning of our journey, and will teach us everything we need to know about ourselves. We are never able to relax or become overconfident with this style of training, because the predator drill will constantly remind us that no matter how good we think we are, that we will receive in the street, no question. It's just how bad or how much. You look how simple, yet at the same time how much work there is in the development of simple abilities in a multi-opponent environment. And remember, this is still only class 5 of the white belt. The predator drill at this stage is still very basic, as Ambassador Roland in the middle is experiencing very little, if any, kind of attack from the two opponents, Greg and Ruben. This allows Roland to experience a little pressure, but not overwhelm him, and in the end destroy the development process. Now, in the last development of this class, we put the three things we've studied together. Like we said before, there is a lot more to be learnt here if we listen to what is going on. We need to understand the reasons behind why we are doing and what we are doing. If not, it's just another drill with no reasoning behind its construction. Emotions drive our every movement. Therefore, it's important that we acknowledge this fact in order to get the best out of us. As always, we're going to conclude this class with a shadow fighting. Let's just take a quick look. Emotion can stimulate elation or manifest destruction within us humans. Positively charged emotion is the essence of great achievements, but at the same time, look how a stupid movement of anger can change our entire life. Emotions can destroy us in so many different ways, and we need to overcome this weakness that exists in the human. Control of emotions only comes about with the development of mental discipline, practiced on a daily basis. He who believes he can conquer, will conquer. When we apply this level of mental ability to our training, the results are usually very positive and stimulate greater learning potentials.